Dhiego Lima, you just got your first UFC win. How good was it to finally get that out of the way and have your hands raised in the octagon in a UFC fight, not a tough season?
Man, big monkey off my back, that was a huge monkey off my back. You could see the smile on my face, just, finally, finally. I've always said in interviews, man, I know how good I am, and it just never clicked. It never clicked, and, it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. I suffered a lot, went through some losses, been training, never stopped believing in myself, and, the time came, man. It was all God's timing, and it was just perfect.
Can you explain what was getting in your way to not be able to, after running through everyone on the reality show, coming to the UFC and not being able to get the win?
Man, if I knew, I would have done it the first fight, I just don't know. I don't know. It wasn't time yet. I believe in God's timing, and it just wasn't time yet. And I feel like now it is. It's just in training now and fights now, everything, it's just that click that... It's just, man, I feel very experienced now. It was just a lesson. It was just going through, everybody I lost to, like a guy like Tim Means, Yushin Mokami, Jesse Taylor. You look at these guys, man, they're very accomplished guys, over 30 fights. And, it was just, I learned so much in those, man, especially going a decision with most of them. And, man, I'm just happy it came, I knew it was going to come sooner or later, and it was just perfect timing.
It just came the best way possible, right? One hit KO. It was beautiful.
Exactly. It was worth the wait. For that, it was worth the wait. I was a little worried after the Okami fight, and that they would cut me, because anytime after 2 fights, but, I got a great manager, Alex hooked it up. He got me a good fight, and, it was great.
And how do you navigate that? I do remember I talked to you right after the whole Jesse Taylor thing happened, and you were really frustrated with the situation. So between that, the losses, and everything, what did you do to be able to stay focused and keep your eyes on the prize even when things were really not going your way?
I just believed in myself. That's the main thing. If you start believing in yourself, that's when you start going downhill. And, I never lost that belief. I know how hard I train. Like, I bust my butt in the gym. I'm the first guy there. I'm the last one to leave. I'm always training. And I knew he was going to pay off. I just needed experience. And, with the whole Jesse thing, I was really frustrated. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you lost. I lost, so nothing mattered after that. So, I said some things when I was frustrated, which I regret, but, you live and learn. But just believing in myself, and believing God's timing. It's always His timing. It's not, we just pick it up and go with it,
Yeah, and then you got the win, and you're talking about how excited and happy you are. You don't have a fight scheduled, but how are you feeling at this point about just keeping the momentum going? Are you looking to get a fight soon? Do you have anybody or any timelines in mind?
No, the timeline we're looking for April, May, around there. We'll see. All these cards are filled up, but they got so many fight cards. It's just a matter of time to where they're going to put me and with who, We wanted that Russian guy, that undefeated Russian, because I want to get to the top. That welterweight, Alexei something, he beat Thiago Alves, and he beat Yushin Okami. And, I want a big fight. He's undefeated. I think he's 21-0, and, we called him out for Russia, but he's hurt at the moment, so maybe in the future that'll happen. So other than that, we don't know yet. Sean Shelby and my manager are working on it, and I sit back and wait, and I'm training, and I'll be ready for anybody.
It's our birthday today, so that will be the perfect present for you.
Exactly. My birthday today, Sean Shelby, come on, hit up Alex, give me a good fight, April, and let's go. Let's get it going. I'm ready to go, keeping the momentum going, and we'll keep going.
You're coming up this win, and your brother is doing great in Bellator as well. He just won the first fight in the welterweight tournaments. What are your thoughts on his next matchup? He's going to face the winner of Paul Daly and MVP. Who do you think matches up better for him? Who do you think is going to win and get him next?
Man, it's his time, My brother, everybody knows when he's healthy, he's unbeatable, man. The guy's a machine. And any of those guys, man, it's great matchups, man. If you're a stand-up fighter, it's a tough matchup for anybody, man. But I really think Daly's gonna win that fight, man. Everybody's MVP this, MVP that. Everybody's counting out Daly. Daly's been quiet, I saw him in Thailand training hard. He's been quiet, and I really feel he's going to win this fight. People are counting him out, and you never count out a guy like that, man, never. And people do that. I don't know if MVP is overlooking him, but I know the media is. But, MVP hasn't fought anybody near as talented as Daly. So I think Daly's going to win that, and I think it's going to be Lima Daly too. And, my brother's going to KO him this time and beat Rory in the finals.
Do you think Rory's going to go to the final, beat John Fitch in the first fight, and Nima Gracie, and get to the final against him?
I believe so. I believe those two matchups are really well matchups for Rory. Tyron Woodley couldn't take the guy down. I really don't think Fitch or Neiman's going to be able to take him down. Fitch's game is just perfect for Rory, and I think Neiman with the experience, I don't think he has the experience there to fight Rory yet. That guy might be the future of the division, but right now it's not time yet. I don't think a guy like Rory has way too much experience, and I feel like he'll be able to use it against him. But I think it'll be Rory and Neiman in a fight, and then Rory and Neiman in that bracket, and then Rory and my brother in the finals.
How exciting is it to watch the tournament? I think when it was announced, everybody was just, because it's pretty stacked, right? Some pretty good names. And like you said, the styles are very, like I remember just Ed Ruth and Neiman right off the bat. And your brother said that he had the toughest fight right off the bat too. So how exciting is it for you to just watch the tournament unfold as a fan?
Man, it's awesome. It's awesome. That's like one of the biggest tournaments, like just Neiman beating Ed Ruth. It was like, holy, nobody really expected that, man. And to take a wrestler down and submit him, man, that was amazing to watch. These guys are so cocky. Wrestling nowadays, they think they run the world. It's like, no, man, this is MMA. It's like, so just watching that was a great thing to watch. Nothing against Ed Ruth, it's just wrestlers that are getting too cocky nowadays, and that was just great to watch. And then, every other fight, my brother, I really thought the Russian was the toughest guy in the tournament as well, man. That guy just never goes down, man. He keeps coming, and, just watching, it's been great watching as a fan as well.
Speaking of Russians, I want to go back to what you said that you wanted to fight the unbeaten Russian who beat Thiago Alves. Like, this seems like a really risky fight because it's a name that we don't know the name, so it's not like somebody that is really well known, but it's unbeaten and has proven to be dangerous. So why would you want to pursue that type of fight?
It's like I told you, like I found myself. Like I believe in myself. I believe in my training. Like I feel like I'm the best welterweight in the world, and that's the mentality I'm going to keep, and I'm going to be a champion in this division. Like I'm telling you, I believe in myself. Started showing this last fight, and I'm just going to keep the momentum going. I'm not a guy that talks a lot. I don't call anybody out, but it's just time to show. I really feel like I found myself, and right now it's just going to be action after action. I'm just going to beat anybody they put in front of me. And, I just want tough fights, risky fights, even better, I love the pressure. So, the bigger the better I fight. So, I want big names.
You said it just now. I think I'm the best welterweight in the world. And you were just talking about how exciting the tournament is. Do you get a little jealous that your brother gets to do it and you don't get to do a tournament like that?
No, never, never. We're in this together, we're like one, when he's fighting, I'm fighting. When I'm fighting, he's fighting. And it's like we're pretty much one person, his success is my success, his losses are my losses. We're connected, we have a real special bond, and it's all happiness there, it's all happiness.